Hello everyone, myself Shreya PG from Kumadwati College of Education, Shikarpura. My seminar topic is about directive principles. Directive principles are of state policy. These are included in our constitution. We all are well known about the constitution, but part 4 of our constitution deals with various directive principles of state policy. The concept of principles of state policy was borrowed by the Irish constitution. The markers of Constitution of India were influenced by Irish nationalist movements. These principles have been inspired by the directive principles given in the Institution of Ireland and also the principles of Gandhism and related to social justice, economic welfare and foreign policy and legal and administrative matters. And also the directive principles of state policy are defined as guidelines to the central and state government of India to kept in mind while forming laws and policies, because if the central or Indian government has to form a rules and regulations for the people, they should have some of the boundaries for them. These directive principles provide the forming laws and policies. It is these provisions contained in part 4 of the Constitution of India are not enforced by any court. These are not enforced by any court, but the principle laid down therein are considered fundamental in the governance of country, making it the duty of state policy to apply these principles in making laws and establish a just society in a country. These principles help in maintaining peace and also to formulate the rules and regulations which are useful for the people. Next, coming to the characteristics of directive principles, they create socio-economic conditions which the citizen can lead a good life. It helps in the citizens to lead a good life. Then establish a socio-economic democracy through a welfare state. It also act as a yardstick in the hands of people to measure the performance of the government. It also these are non-justiciable rights to the people, and they are completely based on the people's freedom. And the directive principles, though not justiciable, are fundamentally in the governance of the country. The article 36 to 51 of the Constitution of India embodies the directive principles of state policy, and for these we are imbibed to Constitution of Ireland. These are taken from the Irish or the Ireland nation, but in our constitution they are just some of the modifications are made according to our usefulness. And coming to next, some important articles for us in our curriculum, they are included article number 45, 48A and 51. Coming to the article number 45, provisions for free and compulsory education for children. The state shall endure to provide within a period of 10 years from the commencement of this constitution for free and compulsory education for all the children until complete of the age of 14 years. We are well known about the article which is the main fundamental right and the child right. It is also included in the child right. It is the main fundamental right of the child to get a education up to 14 years completely free, and it is mandatory to provide education by the parents also. And coming to the article number 48A, protection and improvement of environment and safeguard of forests and wildlife. It is completely depend on the Gandhian principle like non-violence, because protection of the environment is the main thing which is to be needed, and it is a very necessary one nowadays. The state shall endure to protect and improve the environment and to safeguard the forest and wildlife to the country, because nowadays the endangered animals and the organisms like for example plants and also the animals are increasing day to day. For this, it is mandatory to safeguard the environment and also forest and also the wildlife animals. And Article 51 states that promotion of international peace and secularity. It is completely based on the liberation is a main thing that should be encouraged nowadays. This endures that promoting international peace and security. International peace and security is the main thing that helps in the developing of the developing nation. Next, maintain just and honorable relationship between the nations. We can see so many misunderstanding between the nations, which is mainly or directly which is directly impacting on the environment and also other people, other nations. So it is important to maintain a honorable relationship with the other nations, and also it fosters respect for international law and treaty obligations in the dealings of organized people with one another. It is also important to maintain the good relationship, friendly relationship with one another nation, and obeying the universal peace. To maintain universal peace, it is the most important article as per my knowledge. And next, encourage settlement of international disputes by arbitrations. Means like in some ways we have to discriminate, or we have to settle the international disputes. It is very necessary for maintaining the international peace. Nextly, we can also see that importance of the directive principles goes on by the principles of the directive principles are state law, down and foundation for the economic democracy. Democracy is maintained by these directive principles, and these are measuring rods to judge the achievements of the government, because these are the measuring jars, because by these we can judge what are all the works done by the government, what are all the things that are going through the government, and also they establish welfare state, and it helps in the establishment of the state, and it ensures that welfare of the state is going to be taken place. These principles supplement fundamental rights guiding principles for courts. It is a main point that it supplement the fundamental rights of the humans to the courts. They bring stability and continuity in state. This brings continuity in the state policies, educative value of the directive principles. This is about my seminar topic. Thank you. Thank you, Anand.